Welcome to the Dragon Coastal Races route brief. My name is Ben Morris. I'm one of the race directors.
So in this video, I'm going to talk you through the key points on the route, what to look out for, where to pay more attention. I'm going to highlight key areas where people have gone wrong in the past, talk through the route diversions, and importantly identify where to leave the Wales coast path. I'm just going to remind you, ensure you have downloaded this year's GPS route. In the past, we have had people download previous year's event GPSs, follow them and add considerable distance to their route.
Firstly, make sure you keep vigilant for the Wales Coast Path signs at junctions and our arrows, especially when you're leaving the coastal path. Make sure you're paying attention to your GPS and your map. Make sure you have enough battery to run your GPS device, because if you need your phone, you must have additional battery pack in case you need to use your phone in an emergency. If you are lost or have any doubts, please call us to confirm.
Registration for the Dragon 30 is in the Glamorgan Coast Heritage Centre at Dunraven Bay, alternatively called Southerndown, and that's between 8:30 and 9:30 AM. Race brief is 15 minutes before the start of the race, just outside the building, and the race starts at 10 AM just outside the building. There are toilets in the main car park and in the Heritage Centre. Please remember, this is also a checkpoint for the 150-mile runners, so please give them some space to administer their kit at the checkpoint, and some space to get into the checkpoint, and some applause when they arrive. Some of the runners at this stage will have travelled 70 miles. Please remember, the coast can be narrow in places following the start of the race, and that those 100 runners will be tired, so please exercise caution when looking to overtake them. Please make sure they are aware of you before overtaking. If in doubt, do not take any risks near clifftop edges.
So from Sullendown to Lantwit, the route is super simple. The coast path hugs the top of the cliff, so as long as you keep the sea on your right and the land on the left, you keep going along. There's lots of Wales Coast Path signs. The picture on the right is a picture of a kiosk that's at Nash Point, so that's by the lighthouse. It's about halfway between the two checkpoints. There's toilets there, and there's a coffee shop and kiosks. So the next section again is super simple, just follows along the cliff top. As you reach Aberthaw, you'll run into the car park, which is by the power station. Checkpoints in the car park, same as those that have done the Vale race.
This is the section with the diversion. On the day, the diversion will be marked with running arrows and orange tape. So the GPS follows the yellow line. You can see the diversion route marked by the yellow line, which you must follow. And the picture also shows the closed part of the coast path in red, which is out of bounds. Essentially, the diversion follows a short footpath inland and heads right along a track before rejoining the coast, Pebble Beach and the coast path. Please ensure you stick to the signposted route. From Aberthaw to Porthkerry Park is a really straightforward section. Essentially, it's our Vale race in reverse. The checkpoint at Porthkerry Park is in the lodge. Now the lodge is near the car park by the cafe and toilets. So as you come in towards the park, make sure you take a left turn and head into the checkpoint. You must go to that checkpoint. Then once you have been to the checkpoint, head back towards the sea, and then regain the coastal path, going up those Roman steps. Please also remember that you must go on the coast path up those Roman steps. You cannot cut the corner by crossing this section on the stone beach. At the top of the Roman steps, you'll follow along the Wales coast path for a bit, and then you'll drop down towards the Nap. You go round the Nap, and then you start heading towards the island.
You'll cross over onto the island on Harbour Road. This will be signed on the race, but just keep your eyes peeled. It's also important here to highlight that you're not going around the island like you do on the Vale races. You're going to cut from this path straight across to Asda and follow around the docks. Halfway along Harbour Road, there's a turn in, as you can see in that picture on the top left, which takes you off the road. It's a bike path and takes you down towards the car park. Once you come off that turn in, you'll end up coming down the slope. As you can see in that bottom right picture there, you'll end up in a car park. You're going to take an immediate left and cross under that underpass, under Harbour Road. And that final photo, top right, just shows you where you'll come out under the underpass, and you turn left to regain the coast path. Follow past Asda, past the docks, and you don't turn right and head into the island. Again, keep an eye on the signs. We're going to signpost that area there, our yellow running arrows, but also keep an eye on your GPS trace. As you leave the docks, you'll be running along a cycle path, past the council buildings, and then approximately 400 metres after those buildings, start looking out for a right turn, as seen in the bottom left picture. There will be yellow arrows on the lamppost. We'll mark it up well, and this just takes you to the coast a bit earlier and gets you onto the trail a bit quicker than if you follow the official Wales coast path. So to continue straight on, when you hit the roundabout, you're going to cross straight over the roundabout. You're going to head in through some industrial areas, and then you're looking to regain the coast path, as you can see there on the bottom right hand picture. Again, we'll put running arrows out to mark this section to help guide you onto that coast path, and then you'll follow the coast path left along into the checkpoint.
And that checkpoint is now indoors in the Cricket Club Pavilion at Sully. That Sully checkpoint is literally on the Wales coast path. Once you leave the checkpoint, you'll follow the coast path along, heading towards Cardiff. After a couple of 100 metres, you'll go through a sports field, Sully Sports Field. This is where the old 50 and 100 mile checkpoint was. Once you've exited that field, you'll head out onto Beach Road.
About 100 metres down the road, you'll come to a pub car park. It's not clear where the coast path goes, but if you stick to the right of the car path, literally hug as close to the sea wall as you can, the Wales coast path sign is at the far right corner of the car park. When you get there, it's obvious, but it is hidden until you get into that far right corner. So all the way through the car park to the far right corner.
Once you come into Penarth, you'll see the pier on your right. You need to carry on past the pier for about another 100 metres, and then you'll come to a centre called the Kaimin Centre, again on your right. Just after the Kaimin Centre, you need to turn right up some small steps, and they can be seen in that bottom left picture.
It's signposted Wales coast path, and we'll also put some extra running arrows out on that section, and then we'll flag the section there from that point there down onto the bay, onto the barrage. As you come down the hill towards the bay, you'll see a roundabout, and you'll see the bay and the barrage in front of you, and at that roundabout you're going to go straight over, cross over the barrage, and then just follow clear and obvious cycle path around the bay, eventually coming out of the Norwegian church to the finish. As you come down the hill towards the bay, you'll see a roundabout, and you'll see the bay and the barrage in front of you, and at that roundabout you're going to go straight over, cross over the barrage, and then just follow clear and obvious cycle path around the bay, eventually coming out of the Norwegian church to the finish.
The finish is at the Norwegian church by the Captain Scott Memorial at Cardiff Bay. It's a great location, there's views across the bay, the cafe is open late into the night, So it'd be great to get as many friends and family to come down to cheer you all in. It's important to have a warm jacket and change your clothes, put on when you finish. Probably keep them in your drop bag. When you finish, collect your meal ticket from the marshal. Hang around and enjoy the atmosphere.
And some summary points. Be careful when crossing all roads.
Follow our running arrows at the Wales Coast Path diversion between Llantwit and Aberthaw at Summerhouse Point. At Porthkerry Park, turn left inland and head to the lodge by the car park, toilets and cafe.
In Barry, turn right halfway down Harbour Road to the car park, then go left under the underpass and regain the Wales Coastal Path by Asda. You do not need to go around Barry Island. At Cardiff Bay, cross the barrage, then follow the cycle path around the bay to the finish at the Norwegian Church. If in doubt or if you are lost, you should call the Run Walk Crawl race phone. That number is provided on the map, and you should add that into your contacts on your race phone before you start. We will give you advice. We will see you on the GPS trackers, and we'll be able to guide you back onto the route. Good luck, stay safe, look after each other, enjoy yourselves, and always say thank you to the volunteers. Thank you for listening, and we will see you on race day.